Hello, everybody. So, congratulations on completing week number 2. We've got week number 3 coming up. I hope you're getting used to all the workload and all of this stuff. I have some comments about this last week's, and normally I would do a kind of a preview of what's coming up. I think instead this week I will do a kind of a um, where kind of some general comments about the class. Um, so I wanted to do some highlights for the Credo essay. In particular, I want to show you this. There was only one student who got 100% on this essay, and his name is Test Student. And this is what I wrote. I said, absolutely brilliant, brought tears to my eyes. Test, you're an inspiration to us all. He didn't even submit an assignment. So I tell you this because nobody got full marks because this was a very difficult assignment. I mean, you had very little time, and then there were some very difficult moves that you had to make. And so I would have been really amazed if anybody would have gotten a full points. But there were some common difficulties that I saw that you guys had. So I want to point them out. I want to point them out with an analogy. So this is the webpage scaleoftheuniverse.com. You can scroll in and out, and it kind of shows you. Well, you can see here we've got human scale, sunflower. Zooming out, we got dinosaurs, airplanes, Eiffel Tower, neutron star, Phobos, Rhode Island. We've got Earth around here somewhere. So this is the ladder of abstraction, really big, like the big ideas that we're dealing with. And this Credo essay had to have this kind of a perspective. And it had to, here I go, sorry if you get dizzy, zooming back in. So here we are back, human scale. We're zooming in to a marble size, ant size, human hair, silt particle, red blood cell. So we're getting smaller and smaller. It also had to have this super zoomed in, like violet light wavelength, like very hyper specific. And it wasn't enough to just have the zoomed out earth size. Change is very important, which is true. You can't just have that. You also had to have this zoomed in. Change is important. Here's this smallest thing visible to an optical microscope sized experience with details that are very concrete and tactile. It had to have both of those, and I think there was a lot of people who were kind of stuck in some Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is cool. I like T-Rexes, giraffe mode of just kind of wanting to go really big, wanting to go small, and kind of being stuck in between. And it's hard. It's hard to get really nailed down. But just really think in those terms of the abstraction ladder of like very nitty gritty, small details, bring the world to life, unique words. So those are some things that I really think in those terms for kind of where that Credo essay, I think that's going to come in more and more. We've also got riddle, media analysis, other stuff that we're working on, the Misinformation Journal. I just want to point out at this point that I was a little skeptical at the beginning of the semester about this textbook. In some ways, my role is not as clear-cut as it has been in the past. Usually I teach a class where I'm in charge of designing everything. And this is not that class because I have all of these assignments are not ones that I've come up with. However, I just want to, from my perspective, share that I feel much more confident now that we're in so far into the semester. I'm really liking the textbook. I'm I appreciate, I like these assignments. I don't have as much control over them. Quizzes are just like you do them, you don't do them. I don't really have a say in it, you know. You get the grade you get. Late scores just automatically deducted. I don't really have much say in it. So I can point and help, but I'm as much a coach as I am a teacher, I feel. So come with questions. I will be more than happy to help point you in directions. Um, but this is a new class with new things, and so um, you're kind of on equal footing with me in some ways. Uh, so, yeah, thanks, and I'll see you next week or something.